What happens when one hospital visit turns into more than 8 years of treatment and multiple major health scares? For one family from Poland, this is the reality they face with their young daughter, and they are relying on their Catholic faith to get through it with a helping hand from the Vatican. EWTN Vatican contributor Zofia Czubak has more.
Recovery from illness is not always straightforward. A Catholic family from Poland is proof. What started as one hospital visit turned into 8 years of unexpected diagnoses and nearly non-stop hospital stays for the Szlązak family and their young daughter Marysia.
Jak jadę z tatą do szpitala, to lekarze mi robią badania. Sprawdzają, co tam się dzieje u mojej nóżce.
In March 2025, after several ultrasound examinations and several visits to doctors, we saw that something bad was happening with the leg. There were 2 suspected diagnoses, osteosarcoma or Ewing sarcoma, and then the biopsy confirmed that it was osteosarcoma.
Biopsja potwierdziła, że jest to osteosarkoma.
The cancer affected Marysia's entire femur bone, and there was no other option but to amputate her right leg.
Czasami ćwiczymy na siłowni. Tak jak tata.
But this was not her first time having to overcome a life-threatening condition. Marysia first faced an unexpected cancer diagnosis 8 years ago.
Marysia miała wtedy 2 lata.
Marysia was 2 years old at the time. She started to become less active, showed that her throat hurt, and began vomiting. At first, we only observed her. Then we went to a doctor, to a gastroenterologist. We tried to treat it as reflux, but the medications were not effective. So our doctor suggested that we should do more thorough tests in the hospital. Maybe there they would find out what was going on and what the problem was. With a referral straight from the clinic, we went to the hospital. Another gastroenterologist thought that such symptoms, vomiting, nausea, and weakness, might have a neurological cause. Therefore, she immediately managed to arrange tests, a CT scan of the brain, and scheduled an MRI for the following day. Already during that first examination, it turned out that there was a tumor in Marysia's head.
Marysia was taken to the operating room the next day at the Lublin hospital, where she had the tumor removed.
There was also a cerebral spinal fluid infection in the hospital. And so, being in such fear for our child's life, we were looking for all possible options so that Marysia could have the best possible conditions to recover.
Piotr and Agata also considered getting treatment abroad, and then they were offered a place for their daughter at the Vatican hospital, Bambino Gesù in Rome. Unfortunately, it was not the end. In 2021, the brain infection returned and the whole treatment process had to be repeated. Throughout these years, Marysia's parents have said that it is only through their Catholic faith that they have had the strength to persevere through some of the darkest moments.
I believe that God can take every misfortune, every suffering, and every difficult situation and bring out good from it. Sometimes a situation may seem, from a human point of view, difficult, impossible, or unfair, but maybe it's necessary to awaken something in someone, to make a commitment, or to change something in their life.
This is a faith that asks something of us. It asks us, at certain moments, to stand up and show what matters to us. And for us, it is clear that human life is the most important thing.
After long days at the hospital, Marysia comes back to someone who reminds her that her childhood goes far beyond sickness.
Jestem w Andrzeju na Szlązak. Dalej mamy latę. Lubię śmieszać Marysię. Lubię przytulasy z Wandą.
In Rome, Zofia Czubak for EWTN Pro-Life Weekly.